Hello English speakers and welcome to a very red Rowan. And some AI and stuff is trying to convince me that the birds eat that. I have never seen that, and I have always, the berries are still there when the winter comes because no one wants that crap. But today we will talk a little bit about religion and people that are way more corrupt and horrible than you might imagine. But let's start by taking a big, deep, shivering breath. The shivering aspen leaves. Are you on the team of beautiful paintings, or are you on the team that like a big pile of dead horses? I think we all of you who listen to this are rather on the team paintings, and you remember the pile of dead horses in Oslo that Goldberg put there because someone is paying that Jew to make things more ugly. And then you can compare that with the most famous painter of all history and his paintings. The right people are really important. Of course, it does matter what kind of incentives you have, what kind of systems, laws. That does matter, but not as much as which kind of people you have there. If you have gangsters, it doesn't matter how good laws you have. Soviet Union, for example, they had great laws about freedom of speech and democracy and stuff, but the early communist regime was run by Jewish gangsters that didn't care much about their constitution or laws. So that matters a lot. So this was said by Bismarck, and I can give some example here what this Claes Tingvall, for example, that made these 2+1 roads where you have a wire fence on pretty narrow roads instead of having 2 lanes that are broader, and then you will have a lot of death on those roads. But on these wire fence roads you don't get death. You still get people crashing on them, but they don't die. So they were really not popular, but thanks to one man that bet his career on saving people's life, we got those roads that you can't get in USA, as I explained before. And our Trafikverket, the ones who are building roads and also railroads here in Sweden, they have been good at just ignoring politicians. Politicians, of course, wanted trains that go 330 kilometers per hour, even though that would be a huge cost and it wouldn't make the traffic any faster, and it would, well, crowd the railroads so that trains doesn't fit, and it was just ridiculously stupid. So they just ignore all the campaign slogans from the politicians that didn't do the real decisions anyway. So select the people with importantly to not have corrupt people and competent people. Some people who are not competent is Lord Ashcroft. So Lord Ashcroft, they do polling in UK, and they are totally worthless. They got a D- as a score, which is basically saying that they are making stuff up. So this poll, I will not even tell what is said about what people think about the parties, but they didn't include Restore Britain. So that was a useless poll. Don't look at that. Egypt are now heavily speculated and encouraged to join this Mackah defense treaty, like a Muslim NATO between Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan and soon Egypt. I wonder if they can keep the money that they are taking from USA after that. We will see. Of course, USA wants to give money to Egypt to protect Israel and maybe to smuggle some weapons. So they have these Egyptian planes that were involved with Turning Point USA, and I think those planes are important in the way that they are smuggling weapons for Turning Point USA, and it pretty much looks like that, if I remember correctly. But there are a way more important plane when it comes to the murder of Charlie Kirk. It's this spy plane that Anders Löfbrand wrote about, and I have linked to a lot of videos from John Cullen. He has dug into this, and you can see exactly where the planes are and how they are flying very low and very slow, as if they are leaving and picking up those Elbit drones that he also has made videos about, what these Elbit sniper drones can do. And John Cullen, he has been in hiding for many months and not posting anything, so many were worried about him. And he is very good at his work, and people like Ian Carroll has praised him, so that he has not the following he deserves when he has looked at all the angles that were creating angels, that people dead at least. So he's very good at that, and if you are wondering, someone wondered why didn't anyone hear the plane, etc., and you can watch all these videos and you get some answers to your questions. But this is really dangerous, because if the military was involved, then, well, basically someone very close to, or Trump himself, ordered this murder, and Trump has said wicked things about Butler, and Trump said that he got the answers, but he doesn't want to talk about it because it's very personal. It was a ritual to become this Messiah bin Joseph and sacrificing other people, and it seems to be a military operation that somehow I can't figure out how he staged it, but he should tell us, I think. So Diligent Dennison, he uploaded a video about that outside of the murder of Charlie Kirk there was a command center, and then he took that video down from YouTube. There is still a Spaces on X. It's 3 hours and it's not pleasant to listen to. They are well, confusing. I hope he makes a better video if he dares. But of course, if you are in USA and you say that it was a military operation to murder Charlie Kirk, you are in trouble. And speaking of Turning Point USA, if you think that they are totally corrupt and evil and murdered their own leader, then you can listen to Matt Tucciarone. Matt Tucciarone, that's my wonderful Italian. Tucciarone, he was in Turning Point USA, and he is now telling what happened, and he says that people like Tyler Boyer, Tyler Boyer, they have gay orgies and record each other so that they have blackmail on each other. So that makes total demonic sense, and that's how they can do weapons trafficking and be connected to child traffickers, all of them, etc. And he also says that entire Republican Party works with gay orgies. So it's pretty fake and gay, literally. Here you see a Swiss stone pine, Sembra in Latin. There is a scion. You remember what scion means? It's someone who works for Mossad. And he won his primary, Jeremy Moss, in Michigan. So he is very much fake and gay. He pretended to be elected for Michigan 11, but he was elected for Israel. They have a hot mic where he's saying exactly that the only reason for him is to work for Israel, and he also says that USA is not their homeland because they are so treated so antiseptic all the time, and therefore one can wonder what on earth are they doing in USA, and the answer to that is taking control of the country so that they can destroy it, it seems. So we'll see about that. Here you see an ash. The thing though, the Democrats have a big majority in Michigan 11, but the opponents from the Republicans, Ethan Baker, he seems like an honest person that doesn't get huge, donations because, well, he can't win, everyone thinks, and then you don't get any donations. And he had spent nothing on his first, his primary, because he was the only one who wanted to be a Republican from Michigan 11. And he is, interestingly enough, running on a non-partisan policies. So he tried to be just a local mayor and is not promising to run on Republican stuff. So he might actually take a lot of votes from a lot of Democrats that are really pissed at being screwed by a gay Israeli that they are having now. So good luck there, Ethan Baker. Genetics does matter. Of course, if you take a baby from a totally different human race, there will be difference. But there are still things that you can see. I remember when I was in Dubai, there were Swedish citizens that were standing in the line, and I recognized them because they act and stand in lines like Swedes, even though they were not born in Sweden. So you can notice that. And another thing was when I was at a nightclub, and it's very noisy, but I see this person that obviously was French. You can see how they use their hands when they are talking. They don't look like Germans when they talk. They don't look like Italians. They don't look like Spanish people who are doing this shrug all the time. So he clearly was French. And the thing with that guy is that he was born in Paris, but by two parents from Congo. So he was pitch black, but acted like a French person in his movement. And another fun story is about Max, or two Max that I know. One Max was Russian and one Max was German, and they look really, really similar. And eventually he had to explain to me that he's the same person. So he was from Kazakhstan, and he was bilingual and had lived in both Kazakhstan among Russians and with Germans. So when he was with the Russians, then he looked Russian. But when he was talking to his German friends, he looked German. So you can be fooled sometimes how people give small hints. So this was something that they spotted spies during the Second World War and so on, you can see that they do special things if they are American or if they are German. Even if they speak the language totally without accent, there are small hints that you can see, I know where you are from. Might be important for you to learn. I studied this when I went to an international student event every Tuesday. So I looked at and tried to guess where everyone were from. That was a standard question that you, that you did when you met people. Brother Nathanael, and he was a Jew. He has studied the Kabbalah, and he has converted to Orthodox Christianity. But he is very provocative and very antiseptic. In this short video he explains the Kabbalistic balance. So this is not exactly like yin and yang. It's not at all like that. It's about good and evil. So if a Jew wants to be the holiest of the holy, the Jew, according to this Kabbalah, has to be both doing good stuff and helping humanity, but he also have to do evil stuff and do some, raping, murdering and pillaging, lying and other perversions. Otherwise he's not above what is good and evil, just beyond that. So that's and he explains some other traditions there, not in the most beautiful way, to say the least. J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter lady, she was reporting someone who seems pretty nice, a Celtic lass is she called, and J.K. Rowling used the ugly word anti-Semitic, because Celtic lass, she was babbling about bagels and saying that the bagels, the Jews, are they are sowing dissent and division by saying that there is a special form of treachery, that is female treachery and male treachery. If you do that, it's just because you want to make white women and white men not cooperating so well with each other. I don't know about that, but it's not really anything but the fact that this is what Jews love to do. They love to create tensions and sow divisions. And I remind you that only Zionists can be anti-Semitic, and Israel is of course the country that have killed most Semites the last 3 years, and maybe ever. Maybe USA did kill a lot more in their wars, by the way, but that was on behalf of Israel, so that's that. And finally, today's video about animals. It's not so much about the animal actually, but the surprise of Argentinian fishermen. Imagine if you are sleeping on your fishing boat and suddenly you wake up by snoring, and the one who is snoring was a sea lion in their beds. So I guess they have gotten a fisher friend now. And with that, see you again for a crazy Monday. Have a nice Sunday.